Hey team, welcome back. First time. If it's your first time, welcome. So yeah, we've another cracking autumn day. We've got the weekend out of the road, bit of local sport, bit more rain. Another 20 mil here at home and 25 out at the other block to the north. It's starting to get a bit wet actually, so yeah, it can turn off for a little while. If any of you guys got the weather control switch there, just back it off for a month or so, it'd be good. Yeah, so we've got all the canola seed and some of the chemical and that sort of stuff. So if you watched along in the last one, we've actually doing a swap varieties of some canola seed. We had some forage or grazing stuff that we should have been in probably 2 weeks ago now, but just with the wet weather and probably us being a little bit unorganised, we did start pre-watering. So anyway, that country's a bit wet, which we'll get to see. So yeah, we've swapped over to a different variety now, a bit shorter season. So so it's calibrated, ready to go. I'm just going to chuck a bit of chemical in the boom spray now and go and spray 35 or 35 or 40 hectares probably, and we'll get the air seeder going just on some of the lighter country, and then hopefully we can get shifted out to the other block tomorrow afternoon maybe, and then we can slip into that out there into the broad acre country where it's good going, big long straight runs, and you sort of get a bit done. There's a bit of mucking around back on the irrigation here where we're going to start, so we'll get that out of the road, and then the rest of it's pretty straight going. We've actually signed up to Starlink internet over the weekend. It's turned up and we've got it fired up now. So one thing, those of you in Australia that are watching along will be well aware of this, but one issue, especially in rural areas, is the internet and mobile phone coverage is horrendous. Usually when I'm uploading a video to YouTube, I actually hotspot my phone. So we've both got satellite NBN, and then we've also got wireless Telstra, which back during COVID and lockdown with homeschooling, we didn't have enough data, and now to upload a video to YouTube, it burns through the data, so I generally hotspot my phone to do it, and it could take 2.5 hours to upload a 15-20 minute video. So hopefully we're now beaming Elon, so hopefully it'll be good. It'll be interesting to see when I upload this on how long it takes. So anywho, enough chitter chatter. We'll get the boom spray loaded, and we'll try and get a bit done. We'll get going here. Just filming this little bit off my phone because the bloody battery in the GoFlow is flat, and it's telling me it's not flat. Bloody technology. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. We've got GPS signal here, but there's a bit of chatter on Twitter. A lot of the GPS signal, all the different brands we're running Trimble, but hearing John Deere and Topcon, and it's all sort of gone. It's not working, whatever's going on. So I don't know whether the Russians are playing funny buggers or what they're up to. But we're just running this system. He's just running on free to air, and got Tony set up in the just see the white over there. Got Tony set up in the air seeder. It's his first go at driving it. So just did a couple of runs with him. Just turning around here. Just did a couple of runs with him, but the RTK seems to be working all right, the tractor, so I'm not too sure what's going on, but it's a bit of a bugger of a block to spray this because it's all the contour banks and channels and little blocks, and it's not a lot of fun. But anyway, we've done about, what are we we've done about 47 hectares. Yeah, so that'll probably do tonight. It's sort of getting a bit late in the afternoon. I'll rinse this out. I've still got a bit of chemical left in the sprayer, but I'll get it out tomorrow. But I'm not too sure whether we're going to sit on the air setter tonight for a bit. It's only, you know, it's only just. It is a bit sticky underfoot. It's carrying us all right, but we're not getting involved or making a mess anything. But it is, yeah, she's a bit tacky, but yeah, it's better than looking at dust. So anyway, we'll get this little block finished and get the boom rinsed out. Morning, gang. Yeah, it's a bit after 6. Yeah, haven't been going long. We didn't run it too late last night, only sort of about 5 o'clock, just to yeah, get a few of the bugs out. Well, not that it had any bugs in it, just to make sure it was going all right. We just sort of we'll start afresh in the morning and have a big day in the morning rather than everyone being a bit tired. And yeah, so no, just rocking along here. I'll get one of the boys, Brendan or someone, to probably come and sit on this. We've done about 10 hectares. I think I sprayed about 45 or 6 yesterday. So, you know, he's got about 5 hours of sowing in front of him. So once the dew nicks off a bit, it's still pretty dewy this morning. I don't know, we can't see the dew on the bonnet, but the dew's about gone off the windows, which is good. Yeah, so once the dew lifts, we'll yeah, run the rest of the chemical out. There's about 70 hectares in here that will be dry enough to sow. Yeah, so we'll try and get that done today. There'll only be about 60 left with what we've done already. Yeah, and then we'll move camp out to the back farm. We'll move all the chemical and all the batching unit and all that out there today. I've still got chemical on board with the boom spray. I just rinsed the boom last night or yesterday afternoon. No, so it's all. I don't know. I like to get here in the mornings and just make sure everything's ticking along all right. There's no issues, and then, you know, I can go and do other stuff. Yeah, it's just the way I am. I just like to make sure it's a bit reassuring then that I know things are happening the way they should be. But yeah, we've got the camera in the bin working, so we can see how much canola we've got in there. And at this stage, that little monitor is behaving itself. If you're watching on, it's been giving us a bit of grief. So for whatever reason, I'll just turn around here. But no, going to be a pretty sunny day again. Looks like the next 7 or 10 days are fine. I'll just get round onto my red line there. Yeah, it looks like the next 7 to 10 days is going to be alright, so yeah, which will be good. It's sort of basically full send now on the cropping job. It's yeah, we're right sort of smack bang in the start of the canola sowing window, so we'll get all ours done and then we'll move into the edge of Baruga, the local town, and we've got 70 odd hectares in there, and then for a contracting job, and then yeah, we'll move down to the big dairy farm where we do quite a bit of hay contracting and other stuff that you would have heard me speaking about in the past. So yeah, anyway, we'll just keep rocking along here for an hour or so, and Brendan should be here an hour and a half, so I might nearly have this little block done. Yeah, but no, at this stage it's all going to plan. Well, we've come to the back end of the day. Yeah, just Brendan knocked off about 5 o'clock. Where I don't know what time we are. Nearly 6. So yeah, I've just been home. I've been spraying most of the day. Yeah, and we've sort of got moved out to the other property. So we've got, I don't know what's left here, 3 or 4 hours probably that I'll I'll get tidied up tonight, and then we can move first thing in the morning. So I'm just going to chuck a bit more seed in it, and yeah, we'll get cracking. Righto, we're running to about 8 o'clock, and yeah, we're into the last block here. We've done sort of 63 and a bit hectares, and we've got about 74 left. So yeah, a couple of hours. There's a bit of bindy eye here on some of this lighter, sandier country, so it's sort of dragging a little bit there, but yeah, it's sort of working its way through. It's not too bad. Camera in the bin is making the world of difference. And yeah, monitor seems to be behaving itself, which is good. Yeah, apparently the GPS job, which I touched on earlier, it's a bit of a well, not a mystery. They've got a satellite that's playing up or fallen out of the sky, or well, no, I don't think it's fallen. It hasn't fallen out of the sky, but yeah, just heard a bit of a news bulletin there at lunchtime that it's yeah, something was supposed to expire in 2018, and it's been let go and still working, and all of a sudden it's stopped working. So, and by the sounds of it, it's yeah, affecting on most brands, and yeah, pretty, I think it's sort of countrywide, which is a bit frustrating. Anyone, we're a bit fortunate where this tractor screen's on RTK. Well, we run everything on RTK, so that's 2.5 centimetre correction, and the big sort of hill here nearby, it's got a base station on it, so it's essentially bouncing the signal off the base up into satellites and back down to here. I'm not 100% sure how it works. So sure someone smarter can yeah, explain that one to you, and yeah, that gives us repeatability so that our line doesn't move. And I'll just go around the corner here. Yeah, so the other tractor, the spray tractor, it's currently running on what they call autonomous, and it doesn't work back to the base station. I'm just waiting on a serial number to hook it up to RTK as well. But yeah, so what you find is pass to pass, the line actually will move, drifts a bit, so it's not, you really don't have any repeatability. So what they're having trouble with is from what I can gather, is RTX, and RTX is, I think, it's what they call sub 10 centimetre accuracy, or it might even be a bit better. That might be 5, and you pay a subscription for it, and it's still related to the satellites, obviously, but you don't have a base station. And for whatever reason, this satellite that's gone down, it must be a pretty integral part of it at all working. So yeah, when it's not working, the rest of the job doesn't work. So anyway, we're fortunate, we're pushing along, and yeah, it's not affecting us as such, so which is good. So anyway, we'll get finished here tonight. Shifted out the other block in the morning. Got guys coming to spread a bit of gypsum in the morning in front of the cedar. So hopefully we might be able to get a bit of a look at him. And yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Ta-da.